I sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. Oh, it's the last party of the weekend. Welcome to 10 Drink Minimum. My name is Chris. Let me bring everyone in. So once again, we don't have Holly Ann. She will not be joining us today. But for at least the first hour, we have from True Consequences podcast, Dos Pequeños podcast. And what's the third one called?
Great podcast.
Great podcast. We have Eric Carter Landine.
Hello.
And of course, we have James Smiley. He's here.
I'm here. As always.
As always.
I don't go around missing shows.
Oh, I didn't say nothing. It wasn't me that called him out, man. I didn't do it. Let me share this on your side here, James. But yeah, man, how are you guys doing? How's everyone doing? You know, there's lights at the end of the tunnel, I hear. Is that right? Has anybody gotten a shot yet? Any kind of pandemic? You've gotten one.
I got my first one. The second one's in a couple of weeks.
Pfizer. Man, that Pfizer is turning out to be the better shot of all of them that I can see. I don't know for sure. Yeah. First and foremost, I just want to tell people, if you have a chance to get a COVID shot, a vaccine, definitely go out and get it. I've heard good things. I heard people are really
apparently background actors aren't top of the list or anything, so
That's
I'm
weird.
still waiting.
That doesn't make any sense,
right?
I don't know.
I'm still out here working.
Yeah. Can I share this on your Facebook page, Eric? Is that fine?
Oh, yeah, sure. Are you going to put it on True Consequences?
I was putting it on your personal one. You want me to put
on
it
my
on
personal?
Yeah.
I'll throw it on True Consequences.
Okay. What was I going to say? I've gotten no shots. Not at all. Except for the shots I take, on Friday and Saturday nights.
Steroids?
No. Shots of Malort, dog. Oh my God. So we have to get into this right away.
Okay.
So my girlfriend and I, we're fans of the seltzers. I know there's a lot of people out there that are super macho that are like, oh, seltzers, blah blah blah. We didn't have this COVID till the seltzers came in. And I've had the Bud Light seltzers, I've had the Miller Lite seltzer, I've had the Coors Light, I've had the Corona, I've had all that you can imagine, right? So now they're coming out with one from Sonic. Sonic is doing seltzers, right? They're going to do an ocean water.
No way.
Oh yeah. So, and I meant to do this, but I day drank. So I meant to take this to your house, Smiley. I meant to take this to you. So this one is called Shotgun Spiked Seltzers, right? It's from a place in Texas. And so I was at the store and I was trying to find one that we hadn't had yet. I also got these Pabst Blue Ribbon, Hard Peach Tea, which are excellent. Excellent, right?
I thought it was a stronger seltzer.
No, I have that too. I have that in my refrigerator. Okay. So
very nice.
I get a 12-pack of this Shotgun seltzer. Okay. So I get the first one out and it's, I can't remember the flavor. Let me look this up because this is important. This is 10 drink minimum Shotgun. What is it called? Spike seltzers. This is the beer and lifestyle part of the show because this is important.
Mm-hmm.
So I get oh really? I got to put in my birthday. I'm going to tell you like the one, this like I know that this sounds like it's not going to go anywhere, but this is kind of a big thing. Because we did some, I have fire pits now behind my house, and so this spiked seltzer, it has different like flavors in it. One's called like ranch water, which is agave and lime, which is way different than anything I've had before. So I'm like, okay, I'll try that. It has let me read these to you. It has one called Ranch Water, which is agave and lime, one called Buck, which is ginger and strawberry, one called Sunset 77, and I can't really read what that says. I think it's like mango and strawberry or something. And then there's this one. It's called Bramble. It's called blackberry. It's blackberry and lemon. Okay.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to do this. This is for the show. Just want to let everyone know that I'm doing this for the show. Oh, the fuck. This is the Malort of seltzers.
Oh.
This smells like an old bag of chips. It's fucking disgusting. So I'm talking to somebody last night because we had our fire pit going and we had a friend over, and I'm like, yeah, man, I was and they're like, whoa, and I'm like, yeah, dude, this one's rotten. And I was like, oh, and it smells worse than it tastes, right? It smells like Fritos that have been soaking out in water in the sun. It's disgusting. Oh,
And you wanted me to taste this.
yes, I wanted you to do it on the show because, of course, I did. I'm that friend because that's how friends are. They're like, "This is disgusting. Try this." You know,
This smells like shit. Smell it.
I'm taking a second. So it is, and I can't tell. Here's what I can't tell. I can't tell if it's disgusting because of the smell, and when you take a drink, you inhale. God, it's bad. It stinks so bad. And it's Shotgun Spike Seltzer Bramble, is the name. And here's the thing. I'm not telling you to not go out and find this and drink it. I'm telling you to do this. Because I want to know if it's as bad as I think it is. Because so then immediately I go, my girlfriend was inside making a quesadilla. So I was like, I'm going to go tell her. Because she always tries she always picks like a different flavor than me. And then immediately grabs what I have and takes a drink of it, right? So I'm like, here we go. So I go in and I go, here's this other flavor. And I hand it to her and she's all. She's like, what the hell was that? And I was like, blackberry and lemon. And she's like, oh. And I was like, it's disgusting, right? Like, why would you send this in the world that bad? So I want Tendrick Nation to go find this Shotgun Spike Seltzer Bramble. And you tell me if you think it's as bad as I think it is. Because it is like, I drink Malort. And I'm getting used to Malort. And it doesn't bother me as bad as it used to. This is bad. It's disgusting. Smiley, you're going to make me drink it? Yes.
Of course. No, that's fine. No, that makes sense. I mean, one of my jobs, like working at the liquor store, was to just drink really, really crappy liquor.
First and foremost, Eric, Smiley ate food out of the trash and got, what was the disease?
Botulism.
So
That doesn't surprise me.
I don't see how that's relevant right now.
I worked with Smiley
That's true.
in room service together, so that is not surprising to me at all.
I changed my mind a lot.
So,
I guess I do want that trash food now.
I guess my question,
I spoke too soon.
me telling you that it's disgusting and the smell is bad, would you try it or not try it?
Of course I would.
Yeah. Oh,
No, I wouldn't.
Fritos. And like two of them were good. The agave and lime was also bad, but not as bad as that.
That sounds like tequila, and tequila is pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't stop smelling how bad it is, though. Is that weird?
Stop it, man! It's not a candle. Put it down.
Right, like if it was candle, it would be like fart in a can. Like who farted into this can? All right, guys, who farted into the Bramble line? Who did that? You stupid ass. We send some of that out. Like, did someone do that? Like, oh, it's terrible. I can't not whiff it. I'm gonna take another drink.
Well, the best part is that means someone liked this.
Yes.
Someone was like, that's good. We should include this in the variety pack.
Have you guys ever had
so everyone could have some?
What is something like that where you're like, they sent this out I can't believe they made this product.
Buzz balls.
Buzz balls. Oh, really? Are they bad? I've never had that.
Yeah, they're like they're shots in a little ball.
Yeah,
and they have the worst flavors. Yeah.
Oh, really? Like balls? Like that's a flavor?
Like formaldehyde. All of them is like it's like, oh, am I sucking the blood out of a corpse? That's what it tastes like.
they're like, well, it'll get people drunk. Who gives a shit, right? I'm talking
exactly.
Like, have you ever had something that's like just a regular everyday product and you're like, I cannot believe this was made? And you're like, this is awful. I'm trying to think, man.
I think Philadelphia cream cheese makes a strawberry herb spread. I thought that was pretty weird.
I thought you were just going to say Philadelphia cream cheese, and I was going to be like, okay, fair enough.
Cream cheese by itself is good.
Yeah.
You make cakes with it.
That's true.
Dips, it's true. All kinds of goodness. But when you for some reason like you put like lavender and thyme with strawberries and try to spread it on a bagel, that's insane.
That's just, that's flying too close to the sun, right? Is that correct?
I don't know. It just sounds disgusting.
Well, I mean, have you tried something where you're like, okay, I'll try that, and you took a bite or a swig, and you're like, oh God, why? Who thought this was a good idea?
I'm sure there are things like that, but I can't think of them off the top of my head right now.
Yeah. I think I had something and I couldn't remember. I mean, first of all, Bramble from this place. First of all,
that's on the list.
Like, how do you fuck up a seltzer? Like, it's like seltzer water, alcohol, and like the least amount of flavoring you could ever add to something. That's a fucking seltzer, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a hint of flavor. Like, you don't have to. Oh God.
Ugh. It's like when the bartender spits in your like vodka tonic.
Yeah, like you get tired of it.
Hint.
Like you're like, please stop spitting in my drink, okay? I get it. I slept with your girlfriend. I get it. I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. I don't know. So Eric, Jesus Christ, man, you're blowing up, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on in the world there?
It is insane.
You're like all over the internet. People are like, you're internet famous now.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this, James? Have you heard of this Eric Carter Landine? He's famous.
Yeah, I used to work with him.
No. He's blowing up,
Yeah, it's kind of crazy and it's all a little bit overwhelming. I'm not used to it yet. It's very weird. My DMs are blowing up.
DMs are blowing up.
Yeah. Emails blowing up, websites blowing up, downloads are blowing up. Everything's crazy.
You're getting fresh pics that you didn't ask for on the internets.
Yeah. It was a whole like, I'm sorry about what happened to your brother. Here's a nude.
Welcome to fame. Nudes. My favorites.
Uncomfortable for me.
Fucking comfortable. Yeah. What's up with that? What's up with you nasty people out there? But I mean, so tell people what happened. I mean, okay, we you were on the show before. We know like your brother was, there was, he was killed, and then but like you've recently you went on a couple of shows.
Yeah.
Like the show what was the show? I'm terrible.
It's okay. So Sarah Turney, who's my personal hero, she has the Voices for Justice podcast, which is massively popular. She's got millions of followers on all her social media pages. She had she covered Jacob's story, and she had me on for a little bit, and then so between that and between Kendall Ray's true crime YouTube, which is also massively popular. That was the word I was looking for. She has 2 million subscribers. So between those two shows, everything just kind of went crazy really fast. So
okay. So like just like I mean, there's like thousands of downloads, right? Like you're just getting overwhelmed.
I think I had 20,000 downloads in 3 days.
That's insane. That's an insane amount of downloads.
Yeah.
And then people, like you said, are blowing up your DM. Like, is it getting to the point where you're like, I have to change, I have to, privatize your Facebook and, have to.
No, I turned off my notifications though, because that was stressing me out.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I get that shit big time, man.
Yeah.
I have cameras in the front and in the back of my house, and it goes to my phone. And I are you the one of you guys like people that have to clear out notifications on your phone? I can't not do it. Like if you see somebody that has their email and on their phone and it's like 6,432 flagged email like that, I'm like, how do you live like that?
Yeah.
Are you a savage animal?
Are you a psychopath?
Yeah. And they're like, oh, most of them are junk. Okay.
Unsubscribe.
You say most of them are junk. So there's
What?
probably some important shit in there, like grandma died. And you're like, oh, fuck, man. Grandma died 8 months ago. I didn't even see it.
That stresses me out.
I used to date this girl, and she had that, and like every like couple, like it was a long distance relationship, but like every couple of weeks she would like take a screenshot and send it to me, just to fuck
so
with
you
me.
could. Oh,
because OCD is funny, apparently, to people.
I got into this thing because I'm not used to having so many people know about me and my life and what's going on, and it is weird. But I started getting into YouTube comment fights with people.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
Which is not good for my mental health, but was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit fun for a minute.
You're above that now. You're above that.
So here's let me explain to you. It is fun until you like realize maybe they live in the same city.
Yeah.
Because I did the Buck and Deck show, a podcast, and he's like, well, Buck's like, so how do you feel about going back to school and the kids going back to school? He just like blindsides me on his show, right? And I'm like, well, first of all, I really have no dog in the fight because I don't have any kids, And then I was like, and I kind of feel like teachers are like the most perpetually shit on job on the planet. They have to buy their own supplies and blah, 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 blah. This dude finds our YouTube channel and just goes off like, well, maybe if they had a stronger union, they wouldn't have to buy their own supplies. I'm a plumber and I have to buy my own tools. And he just goes off and I'm just like, do I respond to this? No. He lives in this town and he could shoot my house. I mean, it's Albuquerque. Here's the thing for people who don't live here that are listening to this podcast. There's two things you have to worry about, right? Always getting shot. And number two, is the person I'm getting in a fight with an MMA fighter? Because there's a good chance that they are.
Yeah. And also your car getting stolen is another thing.
That just happened. That's not, they're mad at you.
That's just regular. Not even a worry.
They just take it.
That's just a thing that happens.
Yeah. I also don't drive a U-Haul here.
But are you guys like me where, you talk shit about Albuquerque, you talk shit about the crime and everything, but then the second somebody from outside of the state talks shit about it, you're like really mad and ready to fight them?
I do this thing right here. I go, who the fuck do you think you are, sir? Where are you from? They'll be like, I'm from blank. Oh, you're from blank. Of course you are. It wouldn't even matter. Still in whatever, Utah, California, Colorado. Of course you are,
I just lie straight to their face. I'm like, that sounds about right. Did you hear about the other plagues that we have here? I'm always trying to get people to not come here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I did hear this. Like, I hate to tangent again. So I'm always talking about how like people from California are moving in, and I was at Art Walk on Friday, which was insanely packed. Insanely packed. First Friday's
Art Friday
Walk in Albuquerque now is a fucking monster. Like if you have any kind of like issues with going out in public and there being a bunch of people, stay away from First Friday's Art Walk. It's fantastic for artists. It's great, but like, man, it is I would say hundreds and hundreds of people out there easily.
Wow.
And
wow.
All the way down Central. It was crazy. Like I saw a picture of it on Instagram and people were like, that looks claustrophobic. I was like, it was. Now the good news was there was like about a 92% mask rate. So that was good. Where was I going with this? Oh, so I was walking behind some people, and I think they're like into real estate, and they were saying that so many people from California are moving here that they're not paying for houses for what people are asking. They're literally like offering way more money off the get-go to get it right away. And I was like, oh, that is not the kind of shit I want to hear.
No.
Because
Right.
that's going to run the fucking property value through the. I mean, first of all, I own a property now, so I guess it's good. But like for my friends that have apartments, like rent is going to go up to like $1,500 for a 1-bedroom to like $2,000, and that's just crazy. And I worry about that big time.
Yeah. I don't want this to turn into that. It's so nice to have the cost of living that we have, and so stay away. There's a lot of danger.
Car
it's not
fire,
worth it. Yeah,
blood
Yep.
puddles.
It'll be like I lived in Nob Hill again.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't miss the $3,000 rent, but I'm used to it.
Jesus. Car fires, blood medical waste randomly.
Arroyos filled with blood.
Oh yeah. Yep.
you don't even have to make stuff up about this state.
They see whites and
we have the plague. We have the
hantavirus.
What's that? The hantavirus. Yeah, there's both of the United States deadly like spiders. They live here. That's all we have is black widows and brown recluses. I've never seen another spider.
Rattlesnakes. Don't forget rattlesnakes. They'll just crawl right in your house, kill everything.
Bobcats and mountain lions. Yeah.
Dude, what is this? Okay, I'm on Imager a lot. There's a lot of cat stuff on there, which is awesome. But there's a lot of like people like raising bobcats now. What is this thing? What the heck? Fuck yeah, dude. And I'm like, first of all,
do that?
I'm watching the video and I'm like, well, that's cute, but that's a goddamn animal that lives in the wild. Why do you have that? And it's like chewing on their arm, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I keep seeing these. Like, is that a thing? Is that like a trend? Like, well, I've got bobcats. They're cats. It's like, no.
Oh my god, that sounds horrifying.
Well, I think it is a trend.
It's
I want a bobcat.
Well,
of course you do.
Owning bobcats,
like a giant teddy bear.
Oh, bobcats as pets. Oh my gosh, there's a whole website for this.
Hey, I got a roadrunner outside named Gary. Just feed him eggs every day.
I see.
Wild animals are fine as pets.
I have to tell you, owning a house, one of my goals is I want a roadrunner to perpetually be in my yard.
Feed them eggs.
Is that how you do it? Because
leave an egg out for them. They love them.
Like raw egg.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, like over medium. What are they? What is their what are they like here? So I asked that question. Someone's like, leave meat out. I'm like, okay, but then you have the chance you're going to get other animals that aren't a roadrunner. Because I want a roadrunner.
Leave eggs out, man. Roadrunners like to rob nests. That's what they do. It's all free food. And other things won't go for it. Like you won't get coyotes or raccoons because they're like, I don't know, this isn't food.
Yeah.
But roadrunners know to go after eggs.
Okay. Yeah. Good to know.
Interesting.
I'm not saying I don't trust you on that, Smiley. I might Google that though before I leave some eggs outside for the because I had at my old apartment. There was a lady that lived there. Her name was Sarah. Sarah was a real nice lady, but really like the conspiracy theory things. So she would, so like when it was one of those things where I was like driving home and I'd pull into the parking lot and I'd be like, fuck, please don't let her be out smoking. And I'd be like, damn it, she's there. Maybe if I sit here for a little bit in the car, fuck it. And then I'd get out of the car and she'd immediately be like, hey, how do you feel about the mask thing? I kind of think it's unconstitutional. And I'd be like, oh my God, damn it. And anyway, like right when I was leaving, she's like, I want to give you this thing. It's a bird feeder. And then she gave me a big, like 50-pound sack of like sunflower seeds for birds. And I was like, well, that's amazing. And so I filled it up and I put it out in the backyard. And this is what happens when you buy a home and you're like, a single person. I'm not single, but I mean, you live by yourself. You put it out and then you're like, what's going on with the birds here, man? And like, I think there was probably, I've had it for like a month. Finally, my camera goes off in the back and they're like, there's movement in your backyard. And I open up the app and I look at it and there's birds eating out of the thing. And I'm like, woohoo! And I got so excited. I'm like, wow, I'm fucking getting old if this is exciting. But like, there's birds eating the sunflower seeds.
Also, man, it's like the middle of winter. The only birds out are crows. Like, you don't want those in your yard.
Dude, crows scare the goddamn fuck out of me, right?
Crows are awesome.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Crows have been great for my brand.
Mhm.
So I'm going to keep singing the praises of crows.
No, and I get what you're saying. But like I found out, like, they're super smart.
They are.
It's true.
And
You have not lived until you've punched a crow in the face.
Never done that, and I will not. Crows, if you're listening, if the crows are listening to this podcast, I will not do that. So
Okay, well, sometimes they try to steal your cats, and you got to save your cat. I'll punch a crow in the face.
I smelled that seltzer again. It's just disgusting. So I'm gonna pour that in someone's air conditioner that I don't like. Anyway, it smells like dirty Fritos. So I found out like crows can they can recognize your face.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where I work at, it's like this complex, and I swear to God, every time I would walk out and go to walk to another building, there's a crow like just up on an antenna, watching, and I was like, they're watching us. So I always got like paranoid about them. Like I'd have my hat on, I'd like duck it, like don't look at my face. So I don't know. I hear what you're saying.
Like, it's a surveillance camera.
It's a surveillance crow.
The surveillance crow. You're like ducking out from it.
I mean, don't forget
putting on sunglasses.
Yeah, when a person is killed and they weren't supposed to die, a crow can bring them back from the afterlife. Don't forget that.
I do. I always forget that.
You forgot.
I did. I forgot about that.
And then they have to write what's wrong, and it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing, yeah.
The whole thing, and then all of a sudden Edward Furlong's involved. It's not good.
Yeah, you never want Edward Furlong involved. It's just not a good day.
You don't.
If that happens. Yeah.
No.
That's not even the worst of the sequels, honestly. Eddie Furlong's third one was not bad in comparison.
What happened to him anyway? Where is he?
This seltzer, drugs. That's what happened to him.
Oh,
in comparison to this seltzer, it's not that bad.
On a scale of the Crow 3 to Bramble Shotgun, where are you?
I'd say Crow 3 is.
Okay.
I would watch that, then have to suck. Well, I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna drink this without smelling it. See, that's not bad. Well, but then you get that aftertaste of dirty Frito. Who wants that? Who wants that?
Somebody was in a meeting. Like, let me listen, stick with me, guys. This is the idea. We're going to take a bag of Fritos. We're going to soak it in alcohol.
Yeah.
And we're going to sell it.
We're going to add dirt. We're going to add dirt to it though first. And they're like, that's out there, but hey, who knows?
Well, just imagine how bad that was before they were all like, maybe if we put like lemon in it and some blackberries so they can't tell what color it is.
Then there's going to be someone that's like, well, if you have it not in the can, it's really good, actually. It's the can taste that fucks it up. Damn it. I keep getting the smell first, and that's got to be the problem. The aftertaste and the smell, those are the problems with your product.
Two-thirds of your taste experience are
the aftertaste and the
awful.
smell are awful.
Yeah.
Is there a tapped for seltzers? Because I've got to go on and be like, yeah, this one smells awful, has a bad aftertaste, but other than that, it's fine. 1 out of 5.
As long as you're drinking it continuously,
if you're in
everything
Death
is
Valley
great.
and you haven't had any like liquids in a day or two, this would be okay, I guess.
By the fourth one, you won't even taste it, so it's fine.
Yeah, right. Might make you fart blood. Not sure. Unknown.
After the first time you vomit in your mouth, you can't taste a thing.
Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I want to see if there's a review. Shotgun Spike Seltzer review. I mean, this is kind of a review, right? I'm going to say the rest of the 2 of the 4 flavors were good. Okay, so
half's not a very good.
It's
not a good average.
Yeah.
It's an F still.
Shotgun Seltzer Bramble. Let's do Bramble review because apparently there's review.
You know, when I worked as an EMT, if 50% of my calls went well, that was not. I would have been fired or arrested.
Okay, here we go. Shotgun Spice Seltzer Bramble. This is on Total Wine. Was so hoping to like this. I got a single blackberry lemon. I opened it and it had such a strong parentheses and not good smell. Hoping it would go away, and the aftertaste was just as bad as the smell. I tried putting it in a cup thinking it was the can. Nope, I ended up dumping it out. That's amazing because that's like exactly what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the smell is bad and the aftertaste is awful. Wow. And they went 2 out of 5. They didn't even go 1. Like, first of all, you're giving it 2 out of 5. You had to dump it out. If you have to dump something out, that is a 1 out of 5. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
It's a failure of your beverage. I couldn't finish it. I had to throw it away.
Oh, Untapped. I'm sorry. I call it Tapped. It's Untapped, the app. So it's got 3 out of 5 on Untapped. Let's see. This person said 1 out of 5. It tastes like a blackberry lemon candle mixed with perfume. Oh, here's the blackberry really comes through on the nose. Do I not know what blackberries smell like? Because this smells like fucking Fritos. Fucking, I don't know what you're talking about with blackberries, man. Oh my god. I need some more bad reviews, man. I miss doing the Joe's 1-star reviews.
Oh.
Have you ever been to Joe's?
Yeah, I used to go there a lot.
Oh man. Have you ever gone on Yelp?
No.
And looked at the 1-star reviews because they're fantastic.
I haven't. I actually don't spend a lot of time on Yelp, but I do love reading bad reviews. It's very fun.
Yeah. Let's see here.
You can almost tell which person they're talking about. They're like, oh.
It is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I want to.
She must have been having a bad day.
that checks out.
I always have trouble like finding it. Like it's always weird. I have to type in dive bar and then it pops up. Because it's like a pizza place.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Joe's Place and Carrera's. They're technically 2 different business licenses.
Are they really?
There
it is. Found it. It has, let's see how many reviews. 43 reviews, and it's 3 out of 5, which is awesome. Let's see here. I want to try to find one. Maybe let's see if we can find a new one. But our friend Ken, who was a bartender at Joe's, he was shot by the police.
Rest in peace.
You should do a thing on him for True Consequences, man. Because they shot him. They shot the fuck out of him, man.
I want to. We can talk about that later, but yeah, I want to talk to people about him. Actually, I think that would be the best way to do that.
Let's see. These are people. This is one of my favorites. I've done this on the show before. This was from 2018. This place is terrible and miserable. It is opposed to its own existence. The bartenders often call last call ahead of schedule. They also call last call and then serve a couple of customers after that, but exclude others. Like only provisioning their friends to make matters worse. During the day, the place is empty and they do not allow anyone to play pool or anything. Avoid this place at all costs. There are other places to spend your money and they'll treat you right.
You're not going to Joe's for the great experience. Like that is not why you go there. You go there to be left alone.
2018. This is Griffin. I've been into this bar before, and it's a cool dive bar, but the bartenders are consistently rude to the customers and act like they own the place because they did. I would recommend to come here if you're looking for a good customer service or good drinks.
Accurate. That's accurate.
That's very true. If I was looking for good drinks, I'd be up at Gecko's.
Right. Here's one from 2019. Very accurate. I'm giving this a 1 star so that tourists and the self-entitled stay out, and it can continue to be the perfect broke-down dive bar it has become. One of the best dive bars this side of the Mississippi.
I love that review.
Right? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and expand that review to the city of Albuquerque.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. 1 star bar. All the way.
Albuquerque, dive bar of cities. Let me see if I can find one that I haven't read before.
I remember the first time someone told me it was illegal to drink on the street here, and I was all, "Are you sure?"
Oh my gosh!
But it was a cop telling me, so I still had to ask. I was like, "Are you sure?"
Damn police!
Because you've seen me drink before on the street, and you've never bothered me.
Because here I am doing it.
This is 2018, 1 star. Please avoid this place. It smells terrible. It has a good location, but it definitely needs to clean house. The bartenders have no social skills, which is sad and frankly something I have never seen before. Charlie is horrible and will literally steal from you. Within a short
name.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, that is so good. Like it's like,
oh, Charlie.
I miss going right. I like Charlie. Like, yeah, we like know her. Let's see. Okay, 1 star, 2014. So bad. All right. Actually, the 1 bite of pizza I ate was pretty good, and the waitress was sweet as could be. That being said, while I don't mind a dive bar that is divey, I do mind one that is a health hazard. I literally saw 4 scurrying cockroaches in the dining room area, hence me stopping after 1 bite. And the waitress, while sincerely sweet and good waitress, looked very rough. Like needs to shower more often, rough. Like missing a couple teeth, rough. I made sure I ordered a bottle of beer and wiped it down. Not my kind of place is an understatement.
I mean, you can't be in that neighborhood and not have roaches.
Fuck no.
That is that neighborhood.
I love that. Like needs to shower more often. Rough. Like missing a couple of teeth. Rough.
See, that's not even a good description. That could have been any of our friends that worked there.
Any person that worked there. And I know the people that work there, and I love them all. Like they're all great people.
Yeah.
But first of all, it's a crust punk bar, and crust punks don't shower very often. Like and
even when they do, they're still wearing the same clothes, so it doesn't.
Like I'll see like a hot girl crust punk, and like I know for a lot of my friends are crust punks, and they'll roll up, and I'm like, "Oh, that girl's attractive," and I'm like, "Oh God," and I'll be like, "She's definitely not showered in a little while," but that's how they are, you know. And people are like listening to the show, they're like, "What's a crust punk?" That's what Google's for. Hit it up, you'll get it. But yeah, it cracks me up. It like one of my favorite ones is like the bartender told us that dancing was not allowed. And all I can tell you is I know exactly what the people look like that were like trying to dance.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
because Joe's,
yeah, because it's like some fucking white like rich people that wandered into that place and they're like, "Oh, a jukebox! I love a jukebox!" And they put money in and start dancing. And then Ken was like, "Sorry, we don't allow dancing in the bar." I know he said that. I know it was Ken. Like it had to have been. Yeah. And it was funny because like one of my friends used to work there, and one of the reviews was like the hot topic looking bartender, blah blah blah. That was like in the review, right? So I went in there one day and she was working, and she had her back like turned towards the like taps, and I was like, "Hey, hot topic, can I get a beer?" And she fucking whipped around like, "Who the son of it? All right, fucking Chris, son of a bitch." Yeah, because I knew. I was like, they're gonna. She saw that review. I know it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's the stuff I worry about. Like that, like you know, these people moving in are gonna ruin. They're gonna come in and like someone's gonna throw a bunch of money at the person that owns it. All right, so I'm gonna do the ginger and strawberry because I liked that one of the shotgun seltzer. So it doesn't. Well, hold on. Yeah, it doesn't smell like dirty Fritos soaked in water. Or apparently a blackberry. I don't know what that smells like. So
it has been a while.
It does kind of smell like socks. Like, first of all, shotgun spike seltzer. Your drinks don't smell good. Not good. Not a good start. You know, I don't know if you've watched a wine tasting or a beer tasting, but people kind of go, you know, I don't know. So, Eric, what are you going to do with this newfound fame? What's the next step?
I think I'm overdue for a really intense mental breakdown
Cool.
in the streets of Albuquerque.
Drugs involved?
Maybe like prescription medication.
Shave your
Might
head.
be, yeah. No clothes on, running through the streets.
Oxycontin.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Is it really like? Is it like affecting that way?
No.
Oh, okay.
But luckily I'm in therapy, so that helps.
Very nice.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
People knowing things about you that you don't know all over the world. Like I'm getting messages from France and the UK and like Australia and all these places. I'm like, it's so bizarre.
So I remember, man, this is probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I was hanging out with some friends of mine in the Blackbird in the back. This is how long ago. And this woman and her friend walked up, and they're all, "Hey, Chris, how are you doing?" And I was like, "Good." And they're like, "How are your parents doing in Clovis?" And I was like, real good, thank you." And they walked away, and my friend was like, "Oh, why didn't you introduce me? Who are those people?" And I'm like, "I have no idea who those people are. I have literally no clue who those people are." And so then they came back over, and the girl goes, "I realized," she goes, "I realized as I walked away, I didn't introduce myself." She's like, "You don't know who I am." And she's like, "I'm blah, blah, blah. We listened to the show, and we knew all that." And then my friend was like, "That is fucking weird." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is." But it's like one of those things, like you just welcome, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to get used to it.
Yeah. You put it out there, then it's there, you know?
I started hearing about myself as early as like in my early 20s.
Yeah.
Oh, James Smiley, I've heard so much about you. Great, stranger.
That's because you're crazy. Crazy.
Can confirm.
So,
Yeah.
Eric, you worked with James. People like, here's the weird thing about this show. People listen to this show and they get upset with me because they're like, "Why doesn't Chris let James talk more?" And it's like, they don't know him. He doesn't do that. Like, he's not like a chatty Catherine. He's just,
yeah.
But then when he says things, the things you're getting in the show are the things he says that, like, that's hanging out with him. You're like, right. So when you worked with him, what did you guys think of him when you worked with him? This is a good question.
I like Smiley. I didn't have a problem with him.
No. I'm not saying you had a problem with him. I'm just like, what did you like?
I don't have a problem with him.
I think he's great. Like, what did you observe? Like, what were you like? What? That's not.
Everyone loved me down there.
Yeah, I think you could count on Smiley to say some weird shit at a really awkward time.
Yes.
Like, suddenly it's silent, and then he says something about like boiling cats or something. I don't know.
Yes,
it was just always weird. Always.
And people were like, well, we need more of that. I'm like, you don't get that. He's not giving it to you.
It's spontaneous. It happens when the moment is right.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'd go through work, singing like Cibo motto to myself, and like trying to throw like spinning like trays into walls so I could bounce them and like catch them again. Just randomness.
Yeah, he's just a weird dude.
So, room service is weird in general. Like, I had so many weird experiences with room service that people probably wouldn't even believe. The whole thing, I mean, nudity aside, that's just like a hazard of the job. Like, you're going to see naked people. It's going to happen.
It's a hotel.
Yeah. But there was just some weird shit. Like, do you remember, Smiley, when they had like the Prince of Saudi Arabia there?
Whoa.
He took out a whole like floor, right?
2 or 3
they reserved
floors.
The whole floor for him.
Why was he in of all places?
I don't know, but I remember I was bringing room service to them, and there were people on their stomachs with machine guns in the hallway, like waiting for somebody to come up. And when I got off the elevator, this giant guy walks up and was like, "Who are you? What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh," it was so weird.
Room service.
You called me.
Like you call, like someone called and ordered some goddamn food. Put the AK-47 down, sir. Did you do that, sir?
No, I was freaking out. I was so freaked out by it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like they pointed the gun at you.
Well, no, they weren't pointed at you, but they were laying on their stomachs ready to shoot somebody.
Oh man, that's ridiculous.
It was weird. It was creepy. And then Johnny Depp had us move all the plants from the lobby and put them in his room to cover the wall sockets because he didn't want to see them.
What?
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of weird stuff. John Travolta like had an entire floor sterilized so that just his son could stay on it.
Really? What the fuck?
And that's not even like the time someone threw their self off the roof.
Yep.
Okay. So what hotel was this?
Can we say it?
I don't care. I mean, you guys.
I don't work there anymore. It's been
it was
over
the
7
Hyatt,
years.
The Hyatt downtown.
Which one is it? Which one is that?
The Hyatt Regency downtown.
It's the two buildings that look exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. And one has a pool. Like you can spend. You can pay like a monthly fee and go swim there.
That's the Hyatt.
One of them is a hotel. Yes.
One's a bank.
Is one a bank?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So Johnny, what was the Johnny Depp thing again?
He made us take all of the planters out of the lobby and put them in his suite to cover the wall sockets because he didn't like the way they looked.
Okay. And so, and then the Saudi prince had people gonna shoot you, and wow.
The naked people always kind of annoyed me because I'm like, I'm not just showing up unannounced here. You called me, like you asked me to come here, and then you're like, now's a great time to get in the shower and be annoyed that you're bringing me food. It was weird.
Oh, geez. Oh, here's my dick.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's stupid. That is stupid, man. I used to do warranty work for computer companies, and people would do stupid shit like that, and I'd be like, okay. But we didn't get like crazy nude stuff, but like people would be annoyed that you showed up. And it's like, I came here because you fucking called and pissed and broke your screen, And yeah. People are fucking weird, man. People are just crazy weird. But like it was funny because like I went to the what's that fancy hotel that's like on the square in Santa Fe?
La Fonda.
So I used to go there all the time, and of course, when you start talking to the worker, that first of all, any place like that, the workers are the best people on the planet.
Oh, for sure.
And I was like, so I'm sitting there chatting with them, and I was like, "Who's the shittiest motherfucker you've ever had in here?" And they were like, "A-Rod." And I was like, "Really? What was shitty about A-Rod?" And they were like, "Oh, we were told we were not allowed to look him in the eyes." Like, dude, first and foremost, I don't care how famous you are. If you fucking have so much fame that you do not want a person to stare at you in the face, go fuck yourself. I always wonder that, like if I just transcended and just got so famous, like what would be the crazy shit I would do? I would never do anything like that though, but I would do some crazy things. I would definitely off the chart. Like if I'm at a hotel, I'd be like, I'm gonna need like a fucking 3,000 thread count sheets, and I'm gonna need some sort of acrylic paint on the windows.
12 cases of shotgun bramble.
Oh God, fuck! And then I would just sit there and feel myself dumping it, saving people's lives, saving lives. Hold on, let me take a whiff of this again, just so I can keep myself humble.
The coolest celebrity I ever served was Santana. He was so cool.
Yeah.
He ordered chorizo and eggs for breakfast.
Yeah.
And he was just like the nicest guy ever. So
wow.
Props to him. He was great.
Who else was cool?
Go on, Eric.
Yeah.
Actually, I had to bribe someone to what was that? What was that Christian kid that worked in room service?
Was that Tom?
Tom, yeah. So anyway, he's all there's a VIP on this floor, and someone named Bruce Campbell. And I was like, I will pay you $20 if I can take that order.
Wow.
He had a bidding war because he didn't even know who the guy was, and like me and Hank were like, I'll give you 40 just to bring his food to him.
Tom was a good guy. Tom was too pure for the people working at the Hyatt.
Yeah. I can tell you. I'll tease this.
It was a nice balance.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I can tell you I'm going to tease. I'll tell you the worst celebrity I ever worked with, but I'll have to tease it. Eric, you don't have to stay for the second hour if you don't want to, but
okay,
you're more than welcome. But I definitely had a celebrity that I dealt with, and I fucking liked them a lot, and now hate them a lot. Like, ugh, worst. Like, just as diva as you can imagine, 100%. But yeah, so James and I will come back into a wavy hour. And Eric, so go ahead and plug everything that you have, because I mean, do you even have to? I mean, you're just blowing up.
Yeah, True Consequences. If you're not listening, you should. It's definitely unique in the true crime world because it focuses specifically on New Mexico. Dos Pequeños is the same way. It's a lot more fun than True Consequences. We talk about ghosts, and the most recent episode that's coming out soon is all about mysterious disappearances, but we start by talking about ghost sex and ghost relationships, which is a lot of fun.
That's
and then Great is just me and my friend Alex just talking shit about life in general, and Chris is going to be on it soon. So yeah, and then I am co-founder of the Burrells Podcasters Guild. So
never heard of it.
There's a ton of shows on there that are great. 10 Drink Minimum, What's Up ABQ. There's so many really, really good shows that are local, and you should definitely check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Smiley, you've got what do you got coming up, man? Besides Zack Snyder's, what is it called?
Army of the Dead.
Mm-hmm. Which, hey, we should do some sort of contest. Like the first person that finds you in that movie, we should give them something.
I think we mentioned that. And I'd be happy about that because it's been like reshot and re-edited. I don't even know if I'm still in that movie.
Who knows? If you find Smiley in it, though, we might. You know what? We might send a special.
Let me know.
But yeah,
you might get a bramble in the mail.
Fucking blackberry and lemon bramble. Yum. Hold on. Oh God. Oh. It's gross, dude. Who does that? Who makes this drink?
So bad. And then just my regular stuff. You can look for me on like Hulu or NBC with Midnight Texas, seasons 1 and 2, The Brave, or on Netflix. I'm on Daybreak. I definitely know I'm in that one. That's a fun one. And then streaming on multiple things is Snatchers.
Yeah, nice.
And that was a really fun movie to work on.
Nice. So I do this show, but I'm also co-host on a show called What's Up ABQ. The newest episode, we interviewed the mayor of Tijeras, which was fantastic. He was a really fun, cool guy. And I ended up going to Tijeras on Saturday, and I was all driving my girlfriend. I was like, I don't know if I told you this, but I know the mayor from Tijeras. And she's like, I was wondering if we were going to hang out with him. But that's the newest episode. It's fantastic. I really enjoyed doing that one. I'm going to be on a podcast. There's a new wrestling podcast that started. Someone started here in Albuquerque, and they asked me to be a guest on coming up. So that's going to happen. And then on the new episodes of What's Up BBQ, we're going to have Dan and Ann from Sidetrack Brewing. We're going to interview them Wednesday. So that's coming up. Other than that, we're here every Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. Most Sundays, I should say. TedDrinkMinimum.com. Add us on smash that like and subscribe on our YouTube channel or our Instagram or something. So yeah. And I want to thank Eric for filling in. Thank you very much. I know that you're very busy in your world.
Well, thanks for having me. That was fun.
Yeah, of course, man. And I mean, you know, other than me, I mean, who knows Smiley's crazy antics as well, you know?
Yeah.
He's
anyone that's worked with me.
Right.
Alex knows.
He does. Yeah.
We should for sure
to do some more Smiley talk, because people are always like, there's a review that's like more Smiley. But I'm like, he gives you what he gives you, man. I can't.
Me and Alex got into a lot of shenanigans down there.
Oh, geez. Mm-hmm. We'll have to have him back on, you know, have him on again. But thank you for being on. Yeah, and we definitely drink. We do this show, and you should as well. But always remember, never get too drunk to jerk.
10drinkminimum.com.
Nice.
Take your time and look away. Realize the things you say. On a colorless line, baby, I know what time does. The sun is a summer of love. You took the earth from my mind until the end of time. You took the earth from my mind until the end of. It's not about you. It's all about you, right? Take your time and look away. Realize the things you say. On a colorless line, baby, I know what time does. The sun is a sum of one. Love is what it's You took the earth from my mind until the end of time. take the world from fate to vision now. Enter the light. Bring your head attached. You can survive. I won't be too blunt. Take the world from fate to illusion now. Oh, I see to love as you walk into say how that you see the end shadows dark into one touch and all sweet has come.
I sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum.
Oh, wow. It's the Billy / Wavy Hour. So they call it. Welcome back to 10 Drink Minimum. My name is Chris. And let me bring back in Smiley. Eric Carter Landine is not going to join us for the second hour. He filled in for Holly Ann, who is not here again this week. Pregnancy's a motherfucker, yo.
So I hear.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom actually passes it off like it's nothing at all, but
Yeah.
I've heard from friends.
I had to go to the toilet and you were born. You know. No, but that actually is a story from I was watching Tales from the Tour Bus with what's his name? The guy who created Beavis and Butthead, Mike Judge.
Oh,
and the episode with George Clinton, his mom thought she had to take a shit, and he was born. He was born in an outhouse.
Oh wow!
He's I was frunk from the get go. I was like, dang man. That's dirty. That's some dirty shit right there. Poop. So I
I
teased.
was.
Yeah, go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I said I was born premature, so it was really more of an inconvenience. The story of my birth is done like that. I was like a month early, so
And
no
then
one was
you were
expecting it,
born. Blah.
and I couldn't breathe. I guess it was a big thing. I don't know.
You were too lazy to breathe. Really.
Yeah, I was born a month early and too lazy to breathe.
Too lazy to breathe. I'm smiling. Too lazy to breathe. So I teased in the first hour of like the celebrity that I met that was a shitbag. So
Oh,
a couple of years ago, they were like, so they have Comic-Con in January's, and there was like my friend is one of the people that work there, and he's part of a famous wrestling family, and he knows I know a lot about wrestling. So whenever they like, I was there, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to be the host of the panel for the wrestlers that are here?" And it
and you
was
went. Yeah.
yes, absolutely, that's my dream. And it was Gold Dust, Kane, and Lita, right? Gold Dust, awesome guy, super cool, very mellow, totally into like answering questions, do whatever we needed to do, just don't fuck up his like job. Totally cool guy. Kane, don't agree with his politics, fine. The nicest human being I've ever could imagine to meet. 6 foot, like
Nice.
10, towered over me, made me. I'm 6'2", by the way. I'm a big man. Would you not agree? I'm a big person, James.
It's true. I mean, yeah. Anyone
Kane,
that's taller than me is officially tall.
but I'm not just tall. Like I'm a big person, right? Like I have a big frame, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Kane made me feel like a child. He's that big. Not only is he nice, like he wasn't just like, "Oh, cool, you're here, nice." He like sought me out after the interview, beelined for me, grabbed my hand, thanked me, and I told him it was an honor, and he was like, "Stop it." He's like, "You were great. Thank you." Just a sweetheart. Lita, worst human being I've ever met. she was awful. She was an absolute diva. She needed a place for her dog to sit on stage because she said, "My dog's famous. Everyone knows it." And she was just hard, like just as diva as a could be. She's like, for the first 10 minutes, they could take pictures and video. Then after that, they got to put that shit away. And then like during the interview, when she felt like the questioning had like slowed down, she's like, "Okay, if people want to ask questions," she's like, "just 10 of you in a row, ask all your questions. And then we'll answer them. And then we're done." Like she was just shitty. A shitty person.
Wow.
Yeah. She was behind the scenes, she was hateful, and everybody's like, "Well, everybody has a bad day." You can have a bad day. But if you take your bad day and you fucking talk shit to people and are just absolutely hateful to them, then fuck you. That's taking too much, you know? Yeah, just terrible. I don't know. Just
I don't know who this everybody is, but
yeah.
I don't have bad
She
days.
was a terrible person. She was really bad. And then she was like, "I need this and I need that. And this is bullshit. No, we're not doing that." And like to the point where like I was a fan and I will never be a fan again. Like people were like, "Oh, if they brought her back, blah, blah." I'm like, nope, I would hope that would not happen because she's terrible. She's not nice. And, I don't know. She, she was not a good person. And I'll never forget it. So
That is a shame.
who else was like that whenever you worked at the Hyatt?
I guess Sharon Stone was like kind of weird. I mean, she wouldn't eat off the menu. She had her own personal chef who would
Really?
come downstairs into our kitchen and make her food, and then we would serve it to her at the table like a regular person. But it wasn't also, it was nothing that was on our menu. It was something special prepared for her.
Is that weird though? Like, would you, if you were a celebrity and you had your own chef, wouldn't you want that? You know?
Well, it's weird. Like, if she wants her own personal meal, why is she in like the public dining room?
Well, I mean, did their chef not use your kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's what room service is for. Could have just gone right up to her room.
That's true. I mean, you're right. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong.
But she would eat in the dining room every night.
Yeah.
Things that were completely off the menu,
Mhm.
like as in like, yeah.
How do you
So
think
she
these how do you think these people get this way? There's got to be something that happened where they were like, okay, we're not eating there again. We're bringing our own chef, right? Something had to happen.
I don't know. There are just like picky eaters out there.
Yeah.
And if I assume, like, if I got rich enough, I'd just have my own personal chef everywhere with me too. If I didn't, enjoy.
Okay, well, let's ask that question. What would be your thing? Like, okay, James Smiley blows up, 10 drink minimum. James Smiley, 10 drink minimum, staying at the Hyatt. What is your craziness? What is your, like, not craziness? Your person, like your writer. You're like, this is what I need. I have to have this.
Oh, well, I would want to have a compilation of like all like the local beers, like beers from the local breweries wherever I was staying.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go out to the store and do that anyway. But if it was already in my room,
I need it to be already there.
Yeah.
Right. You're saying, yeah. Why is this not? Yeah.
Haribo's. Every place I have to go would have to have Haribo's.
That's a good one, man. Haribo's gummy.
Gold Bears, because I love those. I'm an addict, so those things would have to be there. I don't know what else. The only other thing I'm like really into is fashion, and I don't let other people pick out my clothes. So
yeah. Like I read this thing where like a lot of bands and stuff, they do socks because they're on tour. They're like, yeah, you don't have to wash socks then. And I'm like, I don't wear like tube socks, so it's not a thing. I don't wear like white tube socks. Just don't do it. Don't wear, I like crazy fun socks, so I just couldn't do that. You know what I mean?
That's what I assumed you were talking about. I was like, that'd be cool.
No, if they brought,
like
what?
Store shots or something in there, I'd be all.
That might be my thing. Like I might say, like I need some socks, but I need something like they have to be non-generic. They have to be like cool, fun socks from the area. That would be a good writer, right? Like it's like I need some fun socks from the area. Like if I came into Albuquerque, I'd be like, I want some with like balloons on them or some shit, or with hot air balloons or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
See, that would make sense.
I remember like when I was in college. So twice I was security at the college I went to for bands that came in. Right.
Oh, I just thought of another one.
Okay, go for it.
As I sit here, I would need fashion magazines.
Ooh, that's I get that. I get that from you. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. But like, so I was security because like I said, I'm a big person for two different bands that came through, and it's a small town, so we got shitty bands, but we had Blessed Union of Souls was one of them. I'm trying to think of what they even sang, man. Let Me Be the One, or You Come Back From This, I guess. I don't know. I don't even remember. Like, I don't remember the songs, but I'm sure if I listened to it, I'd be like, oh yeah. And then what was the other band? Hanging by.
I don't even know the first one.
I barely knew them. Lifehouse. Lifehouse was the other one, right?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, they were like Christian crossover. Like they did a song, Hanging by a Moment. It was pretty big. Anyway, they brought them in and they had like an $800 food rider, right? They had to get 10 pizzas, big tray of like fruit, cut fruit, big tray of meats, and then like a big thing of Gatorades. $800, right? They drank one Gatorade and then ate an orange, and that was it. You know? And I was like, well, that's some shit, you know? Which weirdly, like I was backstage with the Shins. Shins are way bigger band than you know, what was the band? Lifehouse, right?
Lifehouse, yeah.
Santa Fe Opera, backstage with them, right? They had a bottle of Jameson, a cooler of Modelo, and Tecate, one vegetable tray, one meat tray. That was it. That's it. Yeah, that was their backstage.
So
shit.
Like less than what we would bring to a barbecue.
Right. Yeah, and I was like, that's pretty dope, right? I mean, I don't understand that, like just fucking somebody over like crazy. Like tell them, like, instead of like, you know, juicing you for all this shit, I'll just take the money. How about that? But so you say fashion magazines. I would get special socks. What else? What else would be a good writer thing? Like just fun, like celebrity, like where you're just fucking being not a diva, but like, because that's the thing. I don't ever want to be a diva.
Oh.
I don't even want to be like fucking. I met Chris Burnett. He's a fucking shitbag.
Well, this would be a weird one. I can't go anywhere without my cat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want kitty litter. So you like kitty litter and a place for my cat to shit. Right? Oh, I have news.
Are you getting a cat?
So mid-April, I will have a cat.
Ah!
There were kittens. Someone posted them online. Their eyes are not open yet. And I said, hey, there's 5 of them. And I said, hey, how many of these are called for? And she said 3. And I said, I'd like to call one of them. And so she's going to send me photos. And it's going to be mid-April. I will have a cat.
Well, congratulations.
So I'm going to need, I think it's going to be male. Thank you. So I'm going to start, I'm going to need people. Here's what I need from the audience. Well, I'm going to need to, we have to name this cat, right? He's going to pop up on from time to time on the camera. All right.
Yes, mine's been doing that all night. It's actually kind of seems fine now.
But this is going to happen. So I'm going to need people to like give me names. Let's go ahead and do male and female. Because like the lady's like, I'm not sure, but I think they're all male. She goes, but they're also real young, so I can't tell. Because apparently she doesn't know how to do that, which is fine. And I'm fine with that. Like, I'm like, okay. And she's like, so I hope you want a male. And I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine with whatever. So, yeah. So I'm getting a cat mid-April. This will happen. I will do updates on said cat. So.
That's amazing.
It's been a while since I've had a cat. It's been, many years, but
I've never known you with a cat.
You have not.
I've known you. No.
But I've lived with cats many a time. So, so there's this. So Paramount Plus came out, right?
Yes.
The new streaming service, and they did a month free. You can do a whole month free of this streaming service, right? And so I checked it out, and I have to tell you, there's a show on there because I'm like, there's 2 categories in my life: shows I can watch by myself, shows that if I don't wait for my girlfriend, she's gonna be mad. You know what I mean?
That's usually how the relationships work.
Usually how the relationship works. So there's a show on there called Texas 6, right? And I've been watching this for a couple days now, right? And so what it's about is this small town in Texas, right? They are not big enough to play regular football. So they are playing 6-man football, right?
All right.
6-man football is where you have 6 on 6. And it's very fast, very and it's so weird to me watching this. Because I went to high school. My high school was in a town called Grady, New Mexico. And we were so small we didn't have a football team. But we were also not in Texas. If we were in Texas, we would have a 6-man team. We would have. But we had basketball. Basketball was our football, right? So we had 100 kids, kindergarten through 12th. And this show, they're the Strawn, Texas Greyhounds are kindergarten through 12th. And they have their graduating class is 16, which that's what mine was. I see your cat. He's by the phone. And they were our kindergarten class is four kids. And it was wow, this is so mirror image of my life, right? And watching this show has been insane. So there's a coach on there, right? His name's Dwayne. What is his name? This is a trip, right? Dwayne Lee is the coach's name, right? And the coach is really kind of the story. He's such a really good person, and there's so many kids in this town on this Texas 6 that are their dad. They don't have parent, the dad's missing, or the dad and the mom are missing, and they live with grandparents, and just terrible stories. So you have this coach, Dwayne Lee, and he's kind of this father figure for all these kids that are on the team. And they show football, but a lot of the story is just about how shitty their lives have been, and moving to this little town has saved them. And he's become this father figure. Like the one lady's well, when my son messes up, I just tell Coach Lee and he takes care of it. He's he's literally a father to these kids. So then they did an episode of this show, right? And he goes back to his town in Texas that he's from, which is a small ass little town. And he's talking about it. And then he's talking about how he graduated and he went to college. And he went to college where I went to college.
What?
And I was like, holy shit, wait a second. I'm 46. He's 48. So he played football there when I was there, And it's such a trip. I was like, that is fucking crazy. So weird. It was I was like, this is too many. What the fuck? It was such a weird, coincidence. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, it's my favorite show on there so far that I've seen so far. I mean, there's so much Star Trek stuff to watch. It's ridiculous, but how odd
have you not seen it yet?
Which one?
The new Star Trek shows?
Well, I know that I've watched the one
Picard, Discovery.
I've watched Discovery. The one I've watched Picard and I've watched Discovery, but there's lower levels and all that stuff that I have.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But how crazy is it? I gravitated immediately to the show that I related to, and then I went to college with the coach that was on it. How crazy is that?
That seems about on par for.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't expect any of my friends to have regular lives. I mean, I don't. So
no. It is like that. It's this weird Marvel universe thing where it's just everything crosses over, and you're and they showed him, and he's that's when I went to Easter, and I was what the fuck? Oh, okay. Let's see. ENMU. Let's see if we can pull it up. Maybe let's just find out. I'm gonna maybe they have I don't know. It's real weird, and he's won ton, like they keep winning the state championship. It's like crazy, like for 6-man. But I don't know. It's a really good show. It's like you get so like I don't know if I want to ruin it for people, but like there was like a 20-minute part of an episode that has nothing to do with football. And this lady's like, so the quarterback, they're talking to his grandma. And she's like, when Blaze moved here, or when Blaze came to live with me, it's because his mother didn't want him or his siblings anymore. And it's like him and his like his brother and his sister or something like that. And she's like, they came to live with me and my husband. And they lived with us for a couple of years. They were very young, and their mother just, abandoned them. And then my husband didn't want kids around anymore. So I left him. And I took the kids and we lived in a trailer house. And you're just like, wow. She's like, there was this house in town that like, it was my dream home. And the owner decided he was going to move and he was going to sell it. So I begged him to not sell it till I could figure out how to buy it. And after talking to a couple of people, he gave it to the kids for Christmas so they would have a house to live in. Wow. I was like, what in the fuck? And I just started crying. I was like, damn it. This is why I watch these shows, man. Oh, here we go. So this is the coach. Lee, who won. This is Dwayne Lee, who's the head coach on this show, who won his third 6-man football state title last season. All it's drawn, got his start as an assistant at Grand Falls Royalty in 93 after playing college ball at Eastern New Mexico University, which is where I went. In 93. So, okay. So I just missed him 1 year. Interesting. Huh.
Well, there you go.
But still, like, it was like, man, that was so like crossover. How did that not? I don't know. Man. That's crazy to me. What have you been up to, James? I mean, what's been going on in your life? What do you do? What is your daily life like?
Oh, just lots of house chores mainly.
Okay.
I keep my house pretty spick and span. Do yard work.
All right.
My roommate does not know how lucky he has it.
Because you do all this work.
Yeah, I will go into his room while he's at work and like clean out like the trash and like plates and stuff.
Gotcha. He doesn't own the house though, right? You guys don't own the place.
No, we don't. We're on a year lease, which is nice.
Okay.
Because it only gives our landlord once a year to try to switch, like raise the rent or anything.
What do you think's going to happen? That's going to happen soon, man. All these people moving in. What do you think's going to happen?
Well, hopefully we're going to keep our rent down.
Yeah.
I mean, just like a couple months ago, a bullet came through in my front door. So like, it's kind of, I'm like, you can't really be charging more for a place that I felt like I couldn't comfortably sleep for like a month.
Do you bring that up to the landlord?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Because when the last place I lived, when I lived with Billy on Rosemont, like, the lady, the grandmother that got stabbed out in front of her house and then died, I hit the landlord. I was like, hey, just letting you know, the lady who owned most of the houses on the street, she got stabbed by her daughter right in our driveway, and they killed her. And he's like, oh my God, and it was like partially to like, hey, here's heads up, and partially to be like, here's the violence that's going on in our neighborhood. Maybe you don't want to raise the rent on it,
See, exactly. Of course, I'm gonna guilt her, and I'm like, a bullet came in through my room while I was sleeping. Are you gonna try and raise the rent? You think this is more valuable?
Right. Yeah. It's really interesting. I don't know. You think so? You think that all these people flooding in, it's gonna have everything go up in price? Do you think that's gonna be a thing?
I think they're all gonna flood to the same areas because lots of people in Albuquerque aren't in selling moods.
Nah.
Like my area of town, like the student ghetto is always going to be the student ghetto because it needs to be affordable enough for the students to actually go to the two colleges right here.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's really true. I don't know. Very interesting. Yeah.
And most of the people that own property in this area, it's notoriously hard to get it out of their families.
Right. And that's the crazy thing about downtown Albuquerque is you have this one family that owns so much shit, and they're not going to sell it, but they're notoriously bad to work with as well. So who knows? You know, I don't know. I feel like it'll
See,
work
that's
a little while, but people like Albuquerque's got an edge, man. We will cut you up and shit you out. You know, yeah,
they'll be their own west side. People
yeah,
will flood into here, but they won't flood into like the old sections of town
right.
because no one's selling.
Well, if you offer a shitload more than what's offered, they'll sell. You know, and that's what's happening. That's what's crazy.
Not a lot of the families. They're looking for like because every area in this town's got at least like one or two families that owns a lot of this stuff, and they're making their money off of rent.
Sure. So, but I mean, if you own a house and it's worth $180,000, and someone rolls in, they go, "Here's 300," you're going to sell that.
Yeah, if I only own one house.
True. I don't know.
And I'll use that to buy a different house, maybe two of them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you can, depends, man. It all depends on if it keeps just going up and up and up. So I don't know. Hold on, let me smell this filthy drink again.
Stop it!
Oh, it's so bad, James. It's so bad. Who did this, Shotgun? Who did this to you, Shotgun? Spike Seltzer. Who did this to you?
That's what I always thought about Buzzballs.
Yeah. Well, who makes Buzzballs? Let's look that up.
Oh, I don't know.
I know. Ready to drink. So let me look this up for people who don't know what Buzzballs are. First of all, let me put in my age so I can get onto the website. Yo. 75.
I am 16 years old.
So they have a Buzzballs Horchata. You don't want that? Sounds awful, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That sounds worse than their pina colada.
Well, first of all, Buzzballs has a lot of different. They have 4 different products, James.
They've expanded.
They have Buzzballs, Biggies,
Yeah.
Chillers, and Buzz Talls.
Oh God. That's
so for people who don't know, Buzzballs are the ready-to-drink cocktails made with real fruit juice or cream and premium spirits, 15% ABV, which is high.
Yeah.
What do they mean? Real?
That's what they have going for them.
Fruit juice or cream? There is
they have cream drinks too.
Here's the Buzzball lineup: hazelnut latte, lotta colada, peach balls, horchata, tequila Rita, forbidden apple, cran blaster, watermelon smash, ruby red grapefruit, probably the best one, strawberry rum job. Wait a second. Strawberry rum job. You have a product that sounds like rim job. Really? Okay.
The name of the product is already Buzzballs.
Yeah. Strawberry Rita, Chalk Teas, Pineapple Passion, Stiff Lemonade, Tea-licious. And every girl in the ad is a white girl from the Heights of Albuquerque. Swear to God. Swear to God.
That makes sense.
All right, now let's look what. Yeah.
They're trying to make it up. They're trying to make it seem like it's like a Richie Rich, like an upper class thing, but it is swill.
It's just like something you drink at a tailgate because you just want to get plowed real quick. So the
Yeah.
biggies are the same thing as the buzz balls, except instead of a pull tab, they have a twist off. And I assume they're
Jeez.
probably 1. And they're big. They're 1.75 liters. Holy shit, that's a
Oh,
big ass.
jeez.
Yeah, because the buzz ball is like 200 milliliters. So
That's a handle.
a biggies is a handle, and it's a big ball with a twist off top. Like it's a big plastic ball.
Oh
Wow.
my god. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. All right. Now the chillers, which is 187 milliliters, so it's smaller than a buzz ball. Smaller. It's all the same flavors, except they have a sour apple. Did I say sour apple earlier? I don't know.
Yeah, there is a sour apple.
Yeah. Pineapple. They're just small. I don't get it. Like they're just a small, like they're not much smaller, but they're just like smaller. Then there's the Buzz Talls, which is like the same size as let me click on one. They're the same size as a seltzer can. They're called Buzz Talls. And there's
in case someone wanted to actually drink these things.
Yeah.
Not to get completely messed up.
There's okay, I was trying to figure out what flavors they had of that. Damn it. There's a horchata. Like, first of all, horchata in a can sounds disgusting. There's limerita, horchata, stiff lemonade, lotta colada, ruby red grapefruit, and chocolate teas. Which the chocolate teas one sounds disgusting.
Well,
sounds like it's too much chocolate. Just I don't know. Who knows?
All of them.
I'm done with
disgusting.
I'm done with it. I've had enough. What's so bad?
Yeah,
I've got to get.
They all taste like formaldehyde.
Oh, cool. That's
like like the worst part of Mad Dog.
Oh yeah,
is the formaldehyde taste.
The sulfites. What's your favorite part? The sulfite. What are sulfites, by the way?
Sulfites are salts or minerals. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm guessing on that one.
And if you don't know what I mean by sulfites, if you have never drank cheap alcohol, it'll be like sulfite free. Sulfites are compounds that contain the sulfite ion. Although its acid is elusive, its salts are widely used. Sulfites are substances that naturally occur in foods. Okay. MD 2020. We'll say no longer sulfites.
Seriously?
Are you of legal drinking age? Yes. You must agree to terms of service. And this is the Mad Dog 2020. Have we had golden pineapple, by the way?
No.
That's a new one. Then. They have a new one.
That is a new one.
They have a new one, a new MD 2020. Yeah. So I guess that's where that's the downhill we're headed.
They do specialty flavors every year.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorites was there was like a berry flavored one that had that had a bear on it.
Okay.
That was delicious, but they only had it for like one summer.
Huh. So on their website, they have a thing called cocktail. Our grape
Bling Bling Blue Raspberry. That was supposed to only be 1 year.
Our grape wine is made with juicy, luscious fruit infused with tasty flavors to create a unique variety of MD 2020 selections. Enjoy MD 2020 cold any way you like it. Chilled, cocktail, or on the rocks. What?
Very important that it's not room temperature.
I love this. How are you? What are you doing? Oh, just having a little MD 2020 on the rocks. Like what? And
what was your day like?
Yeah, everyone's like, I'm worried about you, Chris. Are you okay? Is everything okay? What is the alcohol that if you tell your friends you're drinking, they go, "Are you okay? I mean, is everything all right?" It's got to be MD 2020, right?
Oh, for sure. If
Or
I'm not like on vacation, there's no reason for me to even try that because it's gonna guarantee kill you the next day.
Thunderbird. What are you doing? Oh, just killing off a or a bottle of Thunderbird at my house in the backyard. Everybody at that point, is everybody's like, oh man, can someone go to Chris's house? Is I don't think he's doing good. I don't think
He's
he's
either
doing
gonna kill someone or kill himself.
Yeah.
He's either getting ready to murder someone.
I think if you're drinking straight out of the bottle of Thunderbird, I don't think you're gonna kill anyone. Like you're not gonna be able to get out of the yard too well. You know what I mean?
It's true as much.
We had that on the show, and it was on my birthday, and that ended my birthday. I was so sick from drinking that shitty ass, nasty wine.
You made us all drink it.
I blame myself. I blame myself for that, James. I know what I did. I fucked up. I know. My life changed that day.
And not for the better.
Not for the better. But like, if I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that on my friend. So I have a friend text group, right? So I'm gonna try that. Everybody be like, "What's going on?" I'd be like, "I don't know, just crushing a little MD 2020 in the backyard," and see if anybody says anything. You know, what do you think? What do you think will happen? You think that'll be like wait, what? I'm gonna do that. What do you think I should do? MD 2020? Like, let's see. Alcohol.
That would make more sense.
You drink.
I mean, our show's already known for Malort, so.
Yeah. You drink underage. Let's see.
Our friends are used to us talking about drinking really.
Oh, I know, but I want to test my friends and be like, yeah, just having a little MD 2020 red. Like I'm not even gonna like say the flavor. I'm just gonna say the color. Just they'll be like, what's going on? I don't know. Just went and grabbed a bottle of MD 2020 yellow. Just having that in the backyard. And see if
that could be the pineapple or the orange jubilee.
Yeah, I know. But if I said that to you, would you be like, ooh, is he having a good, is he okay? Would you say that?
I would.
What would be an alcohol like if you were like, hey, what's going on? I'd be like, I don't know, just drinking this. Where you would be like, I don't know if he's okay.
There isn't one. Everclear?
Everclear. Just pounding this bottle of Everclear in the backyard. Just getting rid of it. Just getting it out of my system.
Yeah, probably Everclear. Anything else, I'd be like, I don't know. I'm always in a mood for something different.
I'm doing that this week. I'm going to do that with my friends. I'll be like, just hitting a bottle of, going to drink this whole bottle of MD 2020 purple. Yeah, I want to do that. Let's see what everybody says.
Maybe Rumplemints. That might take me by surprise. I'd be like, whoa. God.
Rumplemints. Should I test my friends like that? Is that fucked up to do? Is that bad, James? You know. But at least Rumplemints peppermint schnapps. Yeah, that's like a $24 100 proof fucking schnapps, man.
See, that's it's not quite Everclear, but it's also it's like, flammable. So
yeah. But if I was like, had a rough week just killing off this Rumplemints, or if I had a rough week just gonna drink this MD 2020 red and chill. Like, what? What if I post that online? Do you think people would be like, what? Are you okay? Are you all right there, fella? Is everything all right? Kind of a switch, right? Yeah.
Do one better. Get an actual bottle of it and like, hey.
Yeah. Post it. Be like, just drinking this today. How's your Monday? Mine's this. And then just post that.
Okay, that might be a little distressing. This is what my Monday is. Oh, are you
It's
okay?
my
dude?
Monday. I'd be like, you all right, man? Is everything okay, bro? I don't know. I feel like Tindring Nation needs to come out here. We need to know what's going on. You know, we don't know what's going on out there anymore. James and I are all alone here in the podcast sphere. I'm huffing this fucking bramble from, oh God, it's terrible. From shotgun spike. Oh God. Just it's dank, guys. It's getting dank out there. And we need to hear from you. We need to know what's going on, man. We need to know that, like, we got some fans out there. We got the world's okay. You know, we just
I'm
need
doing
to.
some box wine here.
James is drinking wine from a box. Is he okay, guys? I don't even know. I could ask him, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna let it roll here, man.
It's not bad.
Does it smell like Fritos soaked in water?
No, see, you're by far drinking the worst thing here. I have a.
All right.
This is a top 50 in wine enthusiast best buys.
Is it really? All right then. Well, that's fair. That's very fair. All right. Well, I think we've done enough damage for today, but I think we need to hear from Ten Drink Nation, and we need to, we need some. Hey, are you guys okay? We need to know. We need to know like some celebrity bad stories. I want to hear some like bad celebrity stories. I want to hear some alcohol where you took a drink from it and you wanted to fucking throw up. You're like, oh God, that was terrible. I'd like to hear some of that. Let's do that. Let's see. Let's see. And if we don't hear about it next Sunday, I don't know. I might be mad. I may be upset. So, anything else you want to promote, James?
No, I don't know. I'm good.
Okay. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank people for listening to the audio podcast of the show. I want to thank Eric Carter Landine for being in the first hour. And
Definitely.
I want to thank Smiley. And then hopefully we'll have Ollie Ann back next Sunday for, the show. But thank you guys for listening. And with that, we are
10 drink minimum.